Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 6 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter add and subtract fractions. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Sorry for the late, there was a technical issue, that's why the class is late. Let's just start with the first lesson add and subtract. Simplify your answer and write it as a proper fraction or as a whole or mixed number, right? 8 whole 6 by 7 minus 4 whole 4 by 7. So they have the same denominators, so we can subtract whole numbers to whole numbers. 8 minus 4 is 4, and then the numerator 6 minus 4 is 2, so that is 4 whole 2 by 7. Let's just start with the test questions. Subtract 6 whole 3 by 10 minus 1 whole 7 by 10. They have the same denominators, that is 10. So subtract their whole numbers, but we cannot subtract their numerators. We have 3 and 7, but we cannot subtract the smaller number out of the greater one. So we need to break down this fraction. So how do we break down? We can break down this 6 as 5 plus 1, right? And that is 3 by 10 minus 1 whole 7 over 10. Now we can write this one as 10 over 10. So that is 5 whole 13 over 10 minus 1 whole 7 over 10. Subtract the whole numbers. 5 minus 1 is 4. 13 minus 7 is 6. That is 4 whole 6 over 10. Let's just divide the numerator and denominator by the greatest common number, that is 2. That is 4 whole 3 by 5. The correct option is 4 whole 3 over 5. The correct option is 4 whole 3 by 5. So option number 2 is the correct option. Very good. That is 4 whole 3 by 5. Subtract 8 whole 6 by 7 minus 4 whole 4 by 7. So start subtracting their whole numbers. By 7 minus 4 by 7. Subtract their whole number. 6 minus 4 is 2. So that is 4 whole 2 by 7. The correct option is 4 whole 2 by 7. Option number 3 is the correct option. 8 whole 2 by 5 minus 3 whole 3 by 5. So just look at their numerators. Here you have 2 and here you have 3. You cannot subtract the smaller number out of the greater one. So let's just break down this fraction. So we can write 8 as 7 plus 1, right? So 1 is, you can write 1 as 5 by 5. Why we break down this? Just to make this numerator greater than the other fraction. So that is 7 whole 7 over 5 minus 3 whole 3 by 5. See, now you can subtract the greater one out of the smaller one. 7 minus 3 is 4. 7 minus 3 is again 4. That is 4 whole 4 by 5. That is 4 whole 4 by 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? The next one is 10 whole 1 by 3 minus 3 whole 2 by 3. So look at the numerators 1 and 2. You cannot subtract the smaller number out of the greater one, right? So let's just break down the 10 as 9 plus 1 plus 1 by 3, right? And 3 whole 2 by 3. We can write this one as 3 over 3. Always denominator, right? The denominator is 3. That's why I'm writing this one as 3 by 3. And now collect the 4 plus 1, that is 9 whole 4 by 3. This way, the numerator of the first fraction is always greater than the numerator of the second one. That is 9 whole 4 minus 2 is 2. Sorry, 9 minus 3 is 6. That is 6 whole 2 by 3. The correct option is, that is 6 whole 2 by 3. Option number 3 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is, that is add and subtract mixed numbers word problems. Let's just start with the lesson. Playground design purchased 13 whole 1 by 4 tons of sand. While creating a new elementary school playground, they used 3 whole 3 by 4 tons of the sand. How much sand does the company have left? So, how much sand does the company have left? So that means we need to find the one that is left, right? Basically you have to subtract. Okay, let me I will they are exactly the same. Just listen to me. I'm going to do this again in this example. You have to subtract 13 whole 1 by 4 minus 3 whole 3 by 4, right? Now again I'm going to do the same thing. Just listen to me carefully. Look at the fractions 13 whole 3 by 4 and 3 whole 3 by 4, right? Look at their fractional part 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. We cannot subtract the smaller number out of the greater one, right? We cannot subtract 1 minus 3. We always do the greater number out of the smaller one. That's why we need to break down this fraction. How do we break down? The whole number is 13. See, the whole number is 13. We need to write that 13 as 12 plus 1. 12 plus 1 makes 13 again, right? And then the fractional part is 1 over 4. Why we are doing this? Just to make the numerator of the first fraction greater than the second one, right? Now we can write this one as the equal to denominator. If you write this one as 4 by 4, 4 by 4 is 1. So that is again the same thing. Got it? Then we add the numerators. Why we add these numerators? Just to make this fraction, just to make the numerator of this fraction greater than the other one, because we always subtract the greater number out of the smaller one. Now we have 12 whole 5 by 4 and 5 is greater than 3. You can now simply subtract. We can 12 whole 5 by 4 minus 3 whole 3 by 4. Subtract the whole numbers. 12 minus 3 is 9. Subtract their numerators. 5 minus 3 is 4. That is 9 whole 2 by 4. Got it? Is there any confusion still? So 9 whole 2 by 4 is, we need to write the answer in simplest form. Divide both numerator and denominator by 2. So we have 9 whole 1 over 2. Got it? If you still have any confusion, you can ask. So that is 12 whole 5 by 4. Okay, very good. Let me just start with the test questions. Over the weekend, Mariam drank 2 whole 2 by 3 bottles of soda and Brendan drank 1 whole 1 by 3 bottles. How much more soda did Mariam drink than Brendan? 2 whole 2 by 3. How much more soda did Mariam drink than Brendan? So you need to subtract 2 whole 2 by 3 minus 1 whole 1 by 3. Subtract the whole numbers. 2 minus 1 is 1. Subtract the numerators. 2 minus 1 is 1. So that is 1 whole 1 by 3. That is 1 whole 1 over 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? Roadsters Paving Company used 7 whole 1 by 4 tons of cement to pave Raymond Street and 9 whole 1 by 4 tons of cement to pave Susan's Street. How much cement did R- Roadsters Paving Company use in all? So, 7 hole 1 by 4 tons of cement and 9 hole 1 by 4 tons of cement to pave. Excuse me. How much how much cement did Roadsters Paving Company used in all? So you need to add 7 hole 1 by 4 and 9 hole 1 by 4. 7 excuse me. 7 plus 9 is 16. 1 plus 1 is 2. We need to add. Divide the fractional part by the greatest common factor just to write the fraction in the smallest lowest form. So 16 whole 1 by 2 it is. Got it? Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 16 whole 1 by 4. That is 16 whole 1 by 2. Hi- Hillsborough Zoo has two elephants. The male elephant weighs 6 whole 3 by 10 tons and the female elephant weighs 2 whole 1 by 2. How much more does the male weigh than the female? So the male weighs 6 whole 3 by 10. The female weighs 2 whole 1 by 10. So which is the correct option? That is 4 whole 1 by 5. Very good. Option number 3 is the correct option. 4 whole 1 by 5 it is. Professor Walter weighted two pieces of metal for an experiment. The piece of iron weighed 8 whole 5 by 6 pounds and the piece of aluminium weighted 5 whole 1 by 6 pounds. How much more did the piece of iron weigh than the piece of aluminium? So 8 whole 5 by 6 minus 5 whole 1 by 6. So which is the correct option? That is 3 whole 2 by 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Very good. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to The next lesson is add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators. So unlike denominators means they have the different denominators. Unlike means different. When we have the unlike denominators, first thing we need to do is we need to make their denominators same. I'm going to start with the test questions. At the neighborhood block party, Mitch served half of a gallon of hot chocolate and 1/6 of a gallon of apple cider. How much more hot chocolate than apple cider did Mitch serve? Hot chocolate is 1 by 2. How much more hot chocolate than apple cider served? So we need to subtract. The first thing we need to do is we need to make their denominators same because we cannot add or subtract until they have the different denominators, right? So we always make the smaller denominator equal to greater one. 2 times 3 is 6. So we need to multiply this fraction by 3. That is 1 times 3 divided by 2 times 3. That is 3 by 6 minus 1 by 6. So 3 minus 1 is 2, that is 2 by 6. Divided by the greatest common factor, so that is 1 over 3. The correct option is 1 by 3. Got it? The correct option is 1 by 3. Planet X is 3/4 of a light year away from the Earth. Planet Y is 7 whole 1 by 2, 7 by 12 of a light year away from Earth. How much farther away is planet X? How much farther away is planet X? 7 by 12 minus 3 by 4. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make, that is 3 by 4 minus 7 over 12. So first thing we need to do is we need to make their denominator same. 4 times 3 is 12. So we need to multiply this fraction by 3. 3 times 3 divided by 4 by 3. 9 over 12 minus 7 over 12. So 9 minus 7 is 2, that is 2 by 12, or 1 by 6 it is. The correct option is 1 by 6. That is 1 over 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. The Patton family spends half of the budget on groceries and another 110 going out to eat. Altogether, what fraction of their budget does the Patton family spend on food? Half of their budget. What fraction of their budget did the Patton family spend on food? 110 minus 1 by 2. Sorry, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 10 it is. So we need to multiply the fraction by 5. 5 by 10 minus 1 by 10. 5 minus 1 is 4 over 10, or altogether what fraction we need to add. That is 6 by 10, or we can write as 3 by 5. The correct option is 3 by 5. The correct option is 3 by 5. Option number 3 is the correct option. Each day, the polar bear at Jefferson Zoo eat 5 by 6 of a bucket of true trout and half of a bucket of salmon. How much bucket of fish does polar eat daily? So we need to add them. 5 by 6 plus 1 by 2. So which is the correct option? That is, we need to multiply this fraction by 3. 5 by 6, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6. That is 8 over 6. Divide 8 by 6. 6 times 1 is 6. That is 1 whole 2 by 6. Now we divide them by the greatest common factor. So 1 whole 1 by 3 it is. The correct option is 1 whole 1 by 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Relay watched a beetle and a spider on the sidewalk. The beetle crawled half of a yard and the spider crawled 3/10 of a yard. How much farther did the beetle crawl than the spider? If you still don't get, then you can contact any tutor on the live agent. You have so many tutors, they will help you with the lesson again. Because I tried my best. If you still have problem, just tell me which question you need help. So the beetle crawled half of a yard. How much farther did the beetle crawl than spider? So 1 by 2 minus 3 by 10. So which is the correct option? So that is 5 by 10 minus 3 by 10. 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 by 10. That equals 1 by 5. The correct option is 1 by 5. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 6 math. Chapter we were working on is add and subtract fractions, right? And the lessons we have today are add and subtract mixed numbers and add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators word problems. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons you just did. That is your homework until next session. If you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button, tutor to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat questions and confusions if you have any. So any questions you can please ask if you have any. I'm here to answer if you have any. If you still have question, you can please ask. I'm here to answer. Which question you need help? Which lesson you are asking about? Tell me, I will explain again. You can go to the website. See, I'm here on the website, right? This is the button, chat button. Just click on the button. Type the like which lesson, if you need help with maths, just select math. If you help with English, select English and type your name here and just click on that chat button. Got it? Yes, anyone who can need help, you can do the same thing we did, like I explained. The second one, which lesson? The one um in the one with the unlike denominators. or the one in which I am going to, in which the one, like, tell me the lesson name. Okay, like the one in which we are going to make the denominator same, right? 1 by 6, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 6. I think this is the one you need help with. So I'm going to explain one more time. Just listen to me carefully, right? Okay, the one with the word problems. So the one with the word problems is, I will explain again. For example, we have 3 whole 1 by 4 minus 5 whole 2 by 4. This is the lesson you need help with, right? In the word problems, we are subtracting. So, how do we subtracting? We subtract the whole numbers to whole numbers and then the fractional part, right? If you look at the fractional part of this fraction, the fractions are 1 by 2, 1, 1 by 4 and 2 by 4. We subtract whole number to whole number and fraction to fraction. When we are subtracting the fractions, we cannot do 1 minus 2. We cannot subtract a smaller number out of the greater one, right? We cannot subtract a smaller number out of the greater one. We need to make this numerator greater than 2, right? Because we always subtract the greater number out of the smaller one. So, how do we make this numerator like 1 greater than 2? We need to break down the whole number. Like we can write 6 as 5 plus 1. So, I'm going to write the 6 as 5 plus 1 plus the fractional part, that is 1 by 4, right? Okay, then we can write this one as 4 by 4. Why 4 by 4? If you divide them 4 by 4, 4 times 1 is 4. Like 4 by 4 is same as 1. The other thing is why 4? Because this is the denominator, that is 4. We need to make their denominator same. We simply add their numerators. That's why I have written as 4 by 4. You can add the numerators now. That is 5 whole 5 by 4, right? Because they have the same denominators, I simply added their numerators, right? Now you can see this numerator is greater than the second one. You can subtract 5 minus 3. 5 minus 5 is 0. We do not have the fractional part. And 5 minus 3 is 2. That is 2 by 4. Got it? So 2 by 4 it is. That's what I am doing in the same lesson. If you still have any question with any step, you can ask question. Okay, that's great. You can do as many practice questions as you can so that you can get the concept easily, right? Also, one more thing, you cannot do maths without a notebook and pencil. Keep your notebook and pencil with you and note it down on your notebook.